My first time
My first time was
terrifying,
shocking.
sad, empowering.
This is 36, huh? But let's address the internet violence and what we see. This has to end because it's a human right. I was always a people pleaser. Do things that make you happy. My name is Janet Mbugua. I suppose I could describe myself as a media personality because my background is in television and radio. And I've kind of ventured into the world of advocacy, which I wasn't fully aware of until people gave it a name and they say this is advocacy. Today we're going to be talking to Kenyans from different backgrounds and demographics. We're going to be showing them a video and then getting their thoughts and reactions around a very critical issue. I really love storytelling. That's why I love listening to podcasts that have interesting elements of storytelling, watching documentaries. And so I thought to myself, what if we use storytelling as a communication tool?
My first time was weird, uncomfortable, awkward.
Got people to share their stories to show it happens to everyone. It happens to people. You're not alone in this issue. If you're talking to the girl who's feeling vulnerable and embarrassed, it's to show her you're actually not alone. Look at how many people have their menstruation. And then to also include men and have men say, yes, I recall the first time I heard about it, and now many years later, I'm an active advocate to end period poverty. And that's where the inspiration behind my first time the book came in. What happened is I wanted faces of menstruation. So that's how detailed I needed this campaign to be. Is I said I want to take photographs of people as they share their story. And I want these people to be from a very wide section of society, really get into the reality that people are living. And so I was moved many times. Some people really made me introspect even more. Washuka Thimba talks about it as a spiritual experience, which a lot of people are like, huh? But she's like, listen, these periods are sacred. I do not understand why they are demonized. That's why it's called moon time or a moon cycle. We've heard that term being used before for menstruation. Even the Imam talks a little bit about the Quran saying that menstruation is a time for a woman to treat herself in a special way. So it was so interesting to get all these perspectives of actually, no, it's not dirty. It's sacred. It's a powerful moment in a woman's life. And then having, again, persons living with disability saying, Janet, it's hard enough for you to use a public toilet, which are left filthy and they're not taken care of. I sometimes have to sit on the floor to be able to have to change my pad. So let me tell you, by the time I'd spoken to everyone, I was like, what I thought I knew, what I thought I was aware of, I knew nothing. I learned it through them. I would want to be remembered for inviting everyone to the table and to the conversation. Like Janet just invited us all. She didn't say, you can't come because you belong to this demographic or to this society. No, she invited everyone. She invited everyone to participate. I think for me, the legacy is inclusion, allowing people to use their voice and know that you are an advocate from wherever you are sitting. I did a TED Talk on that the other day. I said, we're all advocates. It's just that we're very afraid of that word. But advocacy starts with you. So creating the legacy of saying, it doesn't end with Janet. The legacy continues because you ought to know that you are equipped. It's in you. You have to birth it. You have to learn it. You have to lean into it. And the legacy also to have really intervened in the lives of thousands, because thousands especially, yes, I could say of women, giving them access to economic empowerment so that they are able to manage their menstruation and their finances, but also it helps their families. So men are also included in the empowerment. So intervening in the lives of thousands, especially from Kenya and Africa, and really creating room for everyone to speak out and to be heard is something I'm very passionate about.